the situation of Endrick remains always in the media. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Fabrizio Romano here, as always, to keep you posted on the transfer market. Today, guys, as always, many things to discuss. We will go from Endrick to Kolo, Muani, also Kenan Yildiz, Virgil, Van Dijk, Jonathan David. Let's jump into it together. And so guys, let me start with Real Madrid, because it's always busy around Real Madrid. Many questions I always receive on Alonso Davies, and guys, let me tell you once again on Alonso Davies what I told you already for weeks is that what the agent confirmed also in a public interview to me a few weeks ago. Alonso at the moment doesn't have any sort of agreement with Real Madrid or any other club, so all the options remain open. His agent also in the interview he gave me confirmed once again how Bayern remain a possibility for Alonso Davies, so to extend the contract. We know there is also interest from England, so the situation of Alonso Davies remains an open one to follow, and we will see what happens there. I keep receiving that question. I keep receiving also many messages, and I wanted to clarify something on Endrick, because Endrick is not playing at Real Madrid. It's not an easy moment in general for Real Madrid. They lost at San Mamés against Athletic. In general, Real Madrid are suffering this season, and Endrick is not playing. Endrick is not a regular starter. Even from the bench, he's not entering that much in the recent weeks. So the situation of Endrick remains always in the media. What I can say is that Real Madrid internally believe that this sort of season for Endrick, similar to Arda Güler 1 year ago, was kind of part of the plans. He's 18 years old, arriving from another country, arriving from another league, so adapting to something completely different, like playing with Real Madrid shirt at the Bernabeu under pressure. So it's way different. Real Madrid believed this sort of season was part of the plans. They still remain convinced that Endrick can have more minutes in the next months and during the season. They remain absolutely convinced that Endrick is a top talent, a top player for the future, and so Real Madrid absolutely didn't change their mind on the quality, the potential, and the importance of Endrick. But similar to what happened with Arda Güler, for example, last season there were many rumors in November, December, January, February why he's not playing, he's gonna leave, and then from March, April the situation changed, and Arda Güler was really helpful for Real Madrid in the final part of the second half of the season for Real Madrid. Real believed that could be similar for Endrick. So 1 season to adapt, to understand what it means to be Real Madrid, not to play that much maybe in this moment. In the second part of the season could be different, but despite the links with Roma, with Valladolid and many other clubs, Real Madrid position on Endrick remains clear. No intention to sell him, to loan him, of course, no intention to sell him, and this is part of the plan when it's about Endrick living this kind of season and experiencing this kind of season. Talking about players who could be interesting to watch in 2025, many questions on Kolo, Muani and Manchester United. Guys, I saw many links with Manchester United in the recent days. Many of you sending me questions on which player is joining United, this, that, many links. But guys, at the moment, really, Ruben Amorim is fully focused on the pitch. So he wants to understand what these players at Manchester United can give him in terms of performances. He wants to understand how they perform. So full focus on the squad, full focus on the tactical point of view, full focus on the single players to understand how they can perform for present and future of Manchester United. And then closer to Christmas, in meetings with the club, they will start deciding what they want to do in 2025. I told you, left back is a position that for sure Man United will cover in 2025. Let's see if January or summer, but Milos Kerkez is a player they like, and there are many others they are following for that position. So Man United for sure already have in mind some things, but with Kolo Muani, zero contacts at the moment, zero negotiations between Kolo Muani and Manchester United. Kolo Muani could leave PSG in case of good proposal, but with Man United at the moment there is nothing concrete. Kenan Yildiz for sure, forget about January. Then for the future, guys, we will see. At the moment is not something concrete into Manchester United and Kenan Yildiz. I've been sent many links also about that, but many clubs are interested in Kenan Yildiz. He's a wonderful talent, but let's respect Juventus also. Juventus gave him the number 10 shirt just a few months ago, full trust in the player. They believe he can be crucial for their project, so he's playing at Juventus. So at the moment nothing for sure is going to happen in January between Yildiz and Manchester United, but in general there are many clubs tracking the player and nothing really concrete to discuss now. So for sure monitoring the player is normal, but for the future I will keep you posted. Then guys, it's important to mention another thing. Jonathan David. So let me say once again what I keep repeating for weeks, months: Jonathan David will leave Lille as a free agent. I know the president, Olivier Letang, and we respect that, said in an interview a few days ago that they made a proposal to extend the contract to Jonathan David, but the information I have is that the expectation is for Jonathan David to say goodbye to Lille at the end of the season and to join another club as a free agent. There is interest from England, especially from Italy. Also from Italy they're pushing a lot, so there are several possibilities for Jonathan David. Also, we saw for Jonathan David what he said about Barcelona, his passion as a kid with Barcelona, so that's very clear. He used to love Barcelona as his favorite team as a kid, but at the moment I'm not aware of concrete negotiations between Jonathan David and Barca. As Deco said, and that's the reality, they remain fully focused on Robert Lewandowski. His contract will be extended for one more season, 2026, so Barca believe that the striker next season will be Lewandowski. Then if something changes and what they want to do in terms of strategy, we will see later, but at the moment Barca are not in active negotiations for Jonathan David. And again, I think Italy, England, these are destinations who could be really likely for Jonathan David. But again, let's keep everything open and let's see, because he's expected to be a free agent, one of the big names on the free agent market in 2025, in summer 2025. I don't see Jonathan David leaving in January. I say that already. I saw some stories about that, but that's not my expectation. I don't see Jonathan David as a player who can leave in the January window. I think in the summer as a free agent is the most likely outcome. And then many questions on Virgil van Dijk. We had several reports, guys, and we know that Liverpool made a proposal to Virgil van Dijk. Liverpool remain in negotiations with Virgil van Dijk, but at the moment there is still no substantial update, in the sense that Virgil van Dijk is not signing anything today, yesterday, tomorrow, so nothing imminent. The negotiations continue. The proposal is there because Liverpool want to keep Virgil van Dijk and want Virgil van Dijk to be part of their project, but at the moment there is still no financial agreement, no agreement on the contract. It doesn't mean that it's not going to happen, absolutely, because Liverpool are pushing, Liverpool are insisting, Liverpool believe that Virgil van Dijk remains one of the best, if not the best centre-back in the world, so they want to keep him, they want to build with him, but now it's about the contract, the financial part, and so the discussion is ongoing. Yes, the proposal is on the table already from a few weeks, not in the last 24 hours, so the conversation is ongoing with Van Dijk, with Trent, and with Mo Salah. But for Liverpool, once again, we have to be patient, see how these discussions are going. Mentioning Liverpool, let me say once again that my information is that the contract extension of Ibrahima Konate at Liverpool is not that urgent. Of course, Van Dijk, Salah and Trent is something that they have to resolve as soon as possible in one sense or another. But with Ibrahima Konate after Kansa, I can say that with Konate, the conversation is at the final stages. So agreement almost done. Konate expected to extend his contract at Liverpool. Club very happy with the player. Now he's injured, but in general, very happy with his performances, very happy with his professionalism. Bid made also to Virgil van Dijk. Conversation ongoing, but still no breakthrough. We have to wait and see what's going to happen there. And so guys, let me know your thoughts on all these stories from Kolo, Muani, Dijk, Endrick, Jonathan David, Virgil van Dijk. I wait guys for your opinion here in comments. Like this video, turn on the notification bell, subscribe to the channel. See you soon. Ciao.